Hey folks, Mike Bazzine here, and welcome to Thursday Night Fiat Supercars America's Week 5 from Road America, my home track. And it's very loud because I got a new headset, and everything's just a lot louder now. Always love coming here. It's not just my home track. I feel like I'm pretty decent here too. Car's been really good in practice. We've got an excellent turnout tonight. We've got, I think I just looked, 30 cars here signed up for tonight. I'm car number 14, which, based on the fact that I basically wrecked out of both races at Portland last week, is probably selling myself a little bit short. I don't know. I mean, Chris is car number 12, Dale's number 13. We got some fast guys up front, as always. So Cam is car number 7. How the hell did that happen? I mean, no offense, but damn, dude, that's way higher up than I usually see him. But yeah, it should be good. Car handles fine. No complaints from me, so we'll see what it does in the race. Yeah. See if I can finish, or see if I can qualify better than the 14th. Blech. Again, really loud. 13th in car number 14. Hey. I actually had a better lap going. Yeah, that would have put me ahead of Ross, definitely. My second lap was like half a second. It was looking half a second better than my first, and I just managed to throw it all away in the back half of the lap. Bad run through the carousel, bad run through the kink, bad run through the final turn down here. Just gave it all away. So, top 10 would be cool, but if I could hold position here by the end of this thing, that would be pretty sweet as well, especially after last week.
Have to stop for more fuel before the race is over. Half the field is on the grid.
Good luck, everyone.
Note, for safety reasons, all fuel drums and high-pressure bottles are to be stored at the rear of the pits. Thank you.
Green flag, green flag. Left side. Keep to the right. You're on the right. 3 wide. Car on your left. 2 wide. Clear. the top 10.
Thanks, David. What was that?
I'll ask you the same, bud. You put in front of me. What the hell was that?
Yeah, he's the one that started all that shit at the start. Oh, he's taking me out of the race. He was a shit. I was having a good one.
Whoa, I'm trying to help you out, man. I'm trying to catch up.
I knew I was going to do that.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Car stop on the left.
about that, Brian. You good, mate? Can we maybe have a gentleman's agreement to stop bringing all the crap back onto the exit of Canada?
I'm a little late for that.
I thought this was Mario Kart. Seems like it.
about 5 laps of fuel. That car is a lap down.
Thank you.
Pit box in 10. Got 10 laps to go. You're in the top 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Could all
All the damage is repairable.
as scheduled.
Been a little chaotic, but we're managing. The track is a mess. The car's a little bit loose off of on corner exit, but we'll see what we can do with it.
We're done. Get going. Car on your left. Clear.
Good job, dickhead. Not really giving me any room, but okay. Well, you could have just let out of the position because I was in front.
They're a lot better, unbroken.
You're in the top 10. Slow car ahead. You got a slow car on the left.
Thanks, Robert.
5. 5 to go. You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Chief Haynes.
Right side, clear on the right.
Cheers, Holmes. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
You've got 2 laps to go. Slow car ahead. Slow car ahead. That car is a lap down. You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Thank you.
Left side. Clear. That car is a lap down. White flag this time. You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Go to the right, boys. Thanks.
Cheers, Robert.
I got the steering wheel that is 90 degrees offset, so I'm just trying to get home.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
4 laps were spicy.
Good job. Very good job.
Did someone go into the pits on the last lap?
Yeah, the guy we were racing.
Oh, good.
But I looked at the replay and it was more my fault than anything. Yeah, that was me that went into the pit. I've been having internet issues. iRacing really need to shit out with their Australian service, and this is fucking embarrassing for them, really. Pay a premium service and you get stuff like that. No, that's not your fault, Cam. That's iRacing. Just keep selling new tracks and new cars and shiny shit, but they don't do anything about fixing the gameplay and the system.
You were blinking pretty bad for a bunch of laps there.
Yeah, I know. I was holding my breath, hoping to get home, but I tell you what, for a premium service, you pay for a premium service, you get fucking B-grade quality gameplay.
Supercars needs to make its own game. That'd be nice.
Hey, 8th! Hell yeah! Good run. Crazy start. And the ending was pretty wild, too. Oh, that was fun. That was a good run. I am thoroughly proud of that. Except for the part where I almost ran into the back of Cam. And that, I totally did that to myself. I just got too focused on his back bumper, and I always, you could probably see me, like, look over, as we're going down into that turn. I always brake at the number 4 board, and I was just so focused on the back of Cam's car. I'm like, I'm gonna see if I could do something. I had no plans whatsoever to actually make a move on that turn. I just wanted to see what he was doing, and I glanced over just in time to see the number 4 board go off screen. It's like, ah, shit, I missed my braking marker. And I almost pulled it up in time, but it's like, no, this is all going to end in tears off in a heap out in the infield. So I pulled off the track and went wide, and because Cam's my friend and I want him to like me. Yeah, I got right back into it. And I think, who are we following? I think we were following either Christian or Hunter. I forget who. Who both themselves were putting on great races. And yeah, then I basically decided that I didn't think I was going to be able to make up many more positions, so I was just kind of, holding steady until, see how the race goes. But then, yeah, I think Christian got out of shape a couple times and brought him and Cam back to me, and, a bunch of other stuff, so nothing really happened, but a lot of stuff could have happened. Made the pit stop. It was, who? It was me, Cam, and... Again, I can't remember if that was Hunter or Christian that we all pitted at the same time. And we came out, and Christian, I think ended up behind us. And for most of that second stint, I was looking at him in the relative, thinking, if Cam and Hunter are gone, I got to watch out, because I know Christian's fast. He's quicker than me most days. So if he's behind me, I got to keep an eye on that gap. Well, then something happened up ahead, and Cam and Hunter came back to me. So then we started duking it out again. And as I'm following these guys around, looking for my opportunity, all of a sudden I remember, oh yeah, Christian's back there. He shrunk the gap up to like 2.5 seconds. So yeah, then we were running around trying to figure out what to do with that. I don't even remember where Jason came into the picture. I think he was running up ahead of Cam and Hunter, and he made a mistake. First of all, we were coming out of the last turn, which, by the way, I really struggled with. I've always had a tough time with that turn, but I really struggled with it tonight, just trying to get the car to hook up. I mentioned it during the pit stop. Like the low-speed turns, this car really had a problem getting the back end squared up on corner exit in like the second and third gear stuff. But anyway, I had kind of a gap between myself, Cam, and Hunter, or it might not have even been Hunter. I think Jason was up ahead of us, or somebody, I don't know. and I come off of the last turn, and I see there's a dust cloud off in the gravel trap that's out there. I think that might have been Christian. I thought it might have been Christian, but come around the corner, no, it's Cam went wide. So I wasn't close enough, and I think I even in the excitement buzzed the shit out of my tires worse than I'd done all night so far, trying to catch up with him. So it didn't make any headway down the straightaway. And then we come to turn 1. Yeah, and I think that's when Jason went off course, and he went way off into the dirt. So yeah, no, same thing. We're coming up to this turn, and I see a dust cloud off in the distance. I'm like, oh, somebody else went off. So that brought us all back together. We're all racing with each other. Yeah, and Jason was having connection issues. That's I cannot blame that on him at all. And usually in those situations, it's not worth telling the person that they are blinking, because if their connection is that bad, the voice chat probably isn't going to come through anyway. So I just, all you can really do in that situation is just try and drive around them, give them maybe a little bit more space than you normally would, which is difficult to do. We're already, this group, guys like me, Cam, Jason, Dale, Christian, we're all kind of like on the same pace, so we try not to leave each other any room, because we're all racing that hard. But yeah, it's, you don't know what the collision modeling is going to do or what, so I just kind of ran with it as best as I could, and all the while Christian's catching up behind me. So yeah, that's just kind of the way that we rode it out to the finish. The start, I forgot to mention, the start was insane. So we were talking about this, I think last week, in our own Discord. Cam was commenting that I've got starts on lock, which I still don't understand how I'm doing that. I'm literally, all I'm doing is just winding the thing up and easing off the clutch. But I was expecting Cam to come back towards me. I'm sure you could look at the replay. Like, as soon as we take off, I even kind of worked my way over to the left. But then he backed up to me like, I don't know, maybe 6 inches. And then hooked up and took off. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll pull back in line. And no sooner than I did, I see tire smoke. And I'm like, oh, this is, something's going on up ahead. This isn't going to be good. And I don't remember if I got into the back of Cam, but I think I saw he started slowing down, or his brake lights came on. And all of a sudden, I look over, going down the center of the track, there's a car like going full speed backwards, and it's starting to drift towards the wall, and all I could think to do was just lay the thing into the wall, and he kind of like bounced off my door, and I think I actually came out of that pretty good. I don't know what happened behind me. It must have been chaos. But yeah, managed to survive that, and it's funny, at the time I was thinking, for the longest time, I would always hype myself up before these races, and then get like horrendous. If I had a good car, I'd go, yeah, I got a good car tonight. We're gonna have a really good result, and then I get wrecked or do something stupid, or and I'd curse myself. Maybe I need to start wishing for more top 10s, because it seems like anytime I start outside the top 10 and set a top 10 as a goal, something crazy happens to everybody else on the start, and I gain like 4, 5, 6 positions like before the first turn. We might have to test this theory. Yeah, but no, it was a good race, and yeah, great competition. Having front row seats to the fight between, I think that was Cam and Hunter. No, that was Cam and Jason. Went back and forth a couple times. That was really cool to watch. That looked fun. So yeah, just great race. One last thing before I sign off tonight. I will not be racing next weekend because I will be out of town at a boat race. So I'm going to miss Hockenheim, and I'm going to pick back up at week 7, whatever that is. I don't even know. But yeah, till then, I will see y'all later. Take it easy. Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time.